Anyway, I got a boatload of messages that I got to reply to, so we'll do that in due time. I wanted to jump on here real quick, because, as is the custom, but I figured that it would be nice to pay homage to myself, because I'm that arrogant and narcissistic. But really, I just thought it'd be fun to broadcast from this channel. At any rate, oh, that's even better, actually. I just wanted to broadcast from this channel. Call it for the sake of posterity. Today also marks multiple centuries since the last relics of Svetog were burnt by the Turkish Ottoman occupiers of the plateau, I guess it's called, I think, in Belgrade, where the Svetog church rests. And I find it interesting that today is also, coincidentally, I think maybe the Toronto International Film Festival is happening or something like that. But at the very least, I understand and know that hotdocs.ca, that's HOTDOCS.ca, is airing the documentary Yinta. That's YINTAH. Tickets are $17.70 Canadian, and you can catch the viewing at 5. I don't know if that's Eastern or Pacific. I'm probably going to spring for it as a treat, and we'll kind of go from there. At any rate, I also wanted to mention that yesterday marks the day that Rolling Stone picked up the story of Tumaj Salehi from Iran, being sentenced to death by the Iranian regime. And I think it's important that we keep these things in mind in the Western world, that there is precedent being set for the execution of artists if they carry a message that is unpalatable to those in the ruling class. This is something that should alarm everybody. This is something that should be cause for concern for all of the people. And with increasing pressure on freedom of speech, being exemplified on college campuses across the United States of America, in a perfect echo of what transpired during the Vietnam War, with the slated elimination of TikTok from the American politic and the American I guess, like, social landscape, and media landscape. This is something that should be of concern to everybody. This is something that should genuinely be, if not cause for alarm, then at least, at the very least, cause for concern. There's a general sentiment that goes, first they came for the so-and-sos, then they came for the other people, and then they came for the other people. First they came for the Jews, then they came for the Romanies, then they came for the disabled, then they came for the communists, then they came for the... And when they finally came for me, there was nobody else left to do the advocacy that was required. And I think that's one of the things about solidarity that we need to keep in mind in society, and this is ultimately why this is all intended to be a message of hope. So I'm going to continue going about my morning. Y'all can watch. And I just wanted to make sure that I had at least something resembling a succinct message for today, by virtue of the fact that there's a lot of really horrifying things. I was going to say horrific. Horrific things that are happening in the world today. And there's no shortage of cause for misery. But I think Be that as it may, that Tomasz Salecki has been sentenced to death. The story was picked up by Rolling Stone. That's a very non-trivial thing. And be that as it may, that institutions are seeing reason to clamp down on student protest, the very fact that there is student protest, the very fact that there are conscientious objectors to a currently unfolding genocide, in spite of how people try to spin it as not a genocide, that says a lot of really good things about who we are as a species. And be that as it may, that I, pejoratively refer to us as Homo domesticus, as a species, I think that it's important to note that we still do have a lot of our humanity intact, and that we are able to advocate for one another, and that we can reach a place of understanding and mutual support. So I'm going to shut up. Thanks very much for tuning in. Time is now 12:51:51. 27th April 2024. That, of course, is the track Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Canada's favorite songstress, Avril Lavigne. The radio show that's all Canadian content, even when it's not. Hello. Pleasure to have you here. I think SD54 wanted me to delete my stuff so that they wouldn't have to go through it and watch it as I wanted them to. And congratulations, the disciplining worked, but like, at what cost to our like moral and social fiber collectively, you know? How are we doing for time on there? 23. Hello. Yesterday. Oh, that's a cool premise. So, like, found footage, like Blair Witch Project, but make it Purge. That's cool. I've never thought of that before. That's very compelling, actually. Exceedingly compelling, one might even say. In fact, like... Ooh. I might have flushed that out a little bit now. Ow. Well, I probably could have put some egg in this, but that's alright. When altering recipes, it's very important that you not change too many of the variables simultaneously. Because if you do, then you're a fool. But no, really, it ruins your ability to, like, gauge what's changing. Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offense. Shukran, Khoya. I appreciate that. How are you doing? I was thinking about you when I was downstairs. That's really fun. I guess when parts of our stories are erased, we do it ourselves because we're like, well, that part isn't as important anymore. And as I said on my other accounts, it's all fun and games until the normies start to get scared. So be nice with your rhetoric. This can see itself, this can see that. It can simultaneously see me doing things in there. And then this one is... Wow, there is a high concentration of screens here. This is really satisfying, actually. I don't know. Maybe I am narcissistic. Excuse me. That's fair too. Oh, how to do?